Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to Emma.ca. My name is Emma. Today I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me using all my yearly favorite makeup from the year 2018. So this is the look I came up with. If you wanna see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna start with a primer. So the primer that I've been using the most in the year 2018 and I've been loving the most is this one. Too Faced Hangover Primer, and it moisturizes my skin and really boosts up the moisture in my skin. I'm gonna start with 2 pumps of the Too Faced primer. Okay, now we're nice and primed. And next, let's talk about foundation. The foundation that I've been loving and been using a lot in the year 2018 is this one. I believe it's YSL All Hours foundation. And one thing about this foundation, it does oxidize. However, I don't really mind it since it stops oxidizing once you put it on. So in terms of shade, the shade I have is B50. I believe this one is it has a neutral undertone, so my skin is kind of like a tan color skin. So when it oxidizes, when I dot it on my face, you see that the shade is a tiny little bit lighter. However, when I actually blend it into my skin, when it stops oxidizing, it is actually a really nice shade and it matches me really well. Okay, I'm gonna be using 2 pumps of these as well. Put it on the back of my hand. Okay, the sponge I've been using and loving in the year 2018 is the Morphe sponge. You can see it's the red one. I believe they only have one. This is a lot cheaper than the Beauty Blender. If you don't want to splurge on the Beauty Blender, you don't want to spend $30 on a piece of sponge, get the Morphe one. It's like $9, I believe, at Sephora. Oh, by the way, Morphe is in Sephora in Canada right now, so I'm really happy about that. Okay. Foundation is pretty much blended. Okay, now we're gonna move on to concealer. Okay, so the concealer that I'll be talking about today that I've been loving in the year 2018 is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I believe this is called a multi-use sculpting concealer. It says super coverage on the bottle. It does have a lot of coverage, however, it's not drying. I don't really go for a super high coverage concealer because most of the time it will dry out underneath my eyes. However, this one doesn't. Oh yeah, did I mention I'm in the shade Vanilla? Okay, I'm gonna start with underneath my eyes. And normally I just prime my eyes while I'm doing my concealer. I use my concealer as eye primer, so it's easier. And then I'm gonna have to cover this guy right here. And in terms of covering a pimple or a zit on your skin, to get the maximum coverage, I will first use my hand, use my finger to like blend it, and then use my sponge. Okay, so it's pretty good, eh? Okay, so that's the concealer. And now we're gonna move on to setting powder. Okay, so the setting powder I'm gonna be talking about today is the MAC and Partrick Star Powder. So it's actually called the Partrick's Powder. It's her collaboration with MAC Cosmetics. I got this one in New York. I think it launched by the end of 2017, but I only started using it in year 2018. I've not stopped using it. It's really good. It's almost gone. I've been trying to save it. Only use it when it's some sort of special occasion, when I have to take a lot of photos. Actually, I'm gonna be using for setting powder is this one. This is actually another favorite of mine. It's called it is the Real Techniques setting brush. This is a really small tip, so it fits right underneath the eyes, really good. set the rest of my face. This is the Real Techniques. I think this is the powder. This is just the powder brush. Looks like that. That's how the skin looks like. Okay, so next step, I'm gonna be doing my brows. I feel like I found my soulmate in terms of my brows is this one, the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Looks like that. And it is a bigger pencil. It's not those super skinny ones. It's not like I don't like those. It's not like I don't like those super skinny ones. However, this one is a lot faster. If you're a girl on the go, this is your friend. So before we start, I'm gonna comb through my brow hairs using the spoolie at the end to give it a little shape. Now you can see there is a little something there already, right? Then I'm gonna draw the outlines of the brows. Now I'm gonna fill them in. So the brows are done. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to eyeshadows, the most exciting part of this video. Okay, so the eyeshadow palette that I'm gonna be talking about today is this one, the Soft Glam palette from ABH. And I've really been loving this palette for the year 2018 since it launched. And especially this shade, the burnt orange shade, I've already hit pan on this one since it's so good, it's so versatile. I've used that on its own, so I just put it all over my lids and put on some mascaras. I'll be ready to go. And also, you can use this shade pretty much for any of your warm tone looks. It'll be so good as a transition shade for everything. So, oh, also, other than this palette, there is one single shadow. I've really been into single shadows lately. There's one single shadow that I'm gonna mention, and also I'll be using in this tutorial. Get ready with me. That is the Hourglass Scatter Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Smoke. I'm gonna show you the shade like that. Oh, also the best part of this glitter shadow, there is minimum fallouts. So if you have done your base or you suddenly wanted to use a glitter shadow, use this one. It won't ruin any of your looks. So the look I'll be doing today, I'll be using a couple transition shades from this ABH palette, and then I'll be using this one all over my lids. Let's do that. First, I'm gonna be using the burnt orange, this shade, as a transition shade on my lids. So next, I'm gonna be using the burnt orange, and I'm gonna be using a smaller blending brush. I'm just gonna be putting the burnt orange shade into my crease as well, however, lower than the transition shade that I've put on already. First brush that I've used for the transition shade without dipping it into any shades. Just use whatever left on the brush to blend out the edges. Okay, so while we're here, I'm just gonna be doing my lower lash line as well. Same as what we did for the eyes, and I'm gonna be dipping into orange soda first, and then burnt orange. So now we're nice and blended. Now I'm gonna be using the lid shade, the glitter shadow that I was talking about, the one from Hourglass, the Scatter Light. I'm just gonna be using my fingers. I always use my fingers for these kind of shadows. I'm just gonna take my finger into it and just put it all over my lids. Now we're all sparkly. Normally what I do is, at this stage, at this time, I'll just put on like a wing liner. I'm not gonna do that today. However, I do want to mention that the liner I've been loving in the year 2018 is this one, Tattoo Liner. Tattoo Liner from Kat Von D. This one doesn't smudge on me at all. There was one time that I used this one and I went to the water park, and then by the end of the day there was like minimum smudges, only the very minimum. I was super impressed with it. However, towards the end of 2018, I kind of stopped doing the cat eye wing liner kind of thing. I've started doing something else. I've started using the eyeshadows just right on my lash line so that it doesn't look as harsh as wing liners. However, it gives the eyes a little bit something to like boost it up a little bit. Today I'm gonna be doing that since I've really been enjoying doing that for a couple months now. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the deep brown shade here to do that. Yeah, the brush I'm using is just I think this is an eyebrow brush. So that's it. And now we're gonna move on to mascara. I've tried a lot mascaras in 2018. However, I've realized the one that I love the most is this one. It's the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. It has I think the reason that I love this is because it gives you volume at the same time. It gives you a lot of length. I have Asian lashes, so unfortunately my lash looks like that, and it's very flat and it's very short. So I want volume as well as I want length. So it's very hard for me to find a mascara that I really like. A lot of them gives you a lot of volume or gives you a lot of length without volume. Okay, but this one I've really been enjoying. Also, the bristle on this one is smaller. It's actually quite small, so it really gets into the tiny little fluffy hair on your eyelashes. That's really important to me since I don't have a lot of lashes to begin with. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing 2 coats on each eye. Okay, so the mascara is done. Let's move on to the face. Let's move back to the face. The bronzer that I've been using and loving for the year 2018, no doubt, is this one. The butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. You can see it's almost. I think this is the second or the third one that I've gone through. And my shade is deep bronzer. I've enjoyed this one more than the original bronzer since I have a deeper skin tone. The other one I have to build it up a little bit. However, this one, it fits right into my shade range. Also, I'm gonna do an honorable mention about this one. I got it towards the end of the year. I've really been enjoying this. This is the NARS Laguna. I know a lot of people love this, and I've really enjoyed this. This one is a really nice shade. Actually, we can see the shade is a little darker, a tiny little bit darker than the Bazzer bronzer. For today's video, I'm just gonna be using the deep bronzer from Physicians Formula. Oh, and the brush I've used for bronzers is the Morphe M530, M530. This is really good. It fits right into the cheekbone. I mean, whole of my face, right below the cheekbone. Let's move on to blush. The blush I've been really enjoying for year 2018 is actually a palette. It's this one. It's the Tarte palette. It's a Tarte blush Bazzer palette. And all the shades, all the blushes from this palette, they're all from their Amazonian clay collection. I think the shades I've been really enjoying are these two, you can tell. The more pinkier shade is called Angelic. And then the more peachy, orangey color is called Fortunate. And actually, I've enjoyed this formula a lot. It stays on your face, it doesn't move for the whole day. And then the reason that I've been enjoying these two the most is because they're more like nude-ish colors, so it's not too much. Sometimes especially in the winter time, I'll use these two a little. The blush brush I've been really loving for year 2018 is this Real Techniques blush brush. So, and today in today's video, I'm gonna be doing I think Angelic. I'm gonna be doing this shade right here. It's just a nude, pinky nude color. It's really pretty on the face. Okay, let's move on to one of the most exciting part of this video, the highlights. The highlights that I've really been enjoying for the year 2018. First one is from Essence. It's the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This one is really good since it's, well, first of all, it's super affordable. I think this one, I got it from Shoppers. It was like a couple dollars. I don't exactly remember how much it was since I've gotten this for so long. I've used this so much, but I barely made any dent on the product. It's amazing. It's amazing how good it performs and how affordable it is. Also, how long it lasts. Okay, I'm gonna do a swatch. This one is more like when you do swatches, you can almost see like it's like a almost pinkier highlighter. However, it doesn't show up pink on your face at all. It's just a beautiful sheen on your face. And the next highlighter I'm gonna be talking about, it's the ABH and Amrezy highlighter. And this one, you can tell from the color, the shade is a little more champagne-y, goldish color, goldish shade. However, it doesn't show up gold on your face whatsoever. It shows up like a super pretty sheen, and once you set it with setting spray, it makes your skin look like glass. It doesn't emphasize your pore at all whatsoever. It's just beautiful. And oh, let's do a swatch of this one as well. So pretty. This one is more like a champagne color than the Essence one. Okay, so for today's video, I'm just gonna be using this one, the Anastasia one. Alright, Okay, now we're gonna move on to the lips. A little preview, ta-da! Alright, I'm gonna start with a couple of nude shades. These two. First one is from Kat Von D. Is there a Lolita 2? It's a more like, how can I say that? Let me just swatch it for you guys first. Okay, there we go. It's like brownish nude and then like orangey brownish nude color. It's really pretty on every skin tone. No matter if you're dark or you're paler, it doesn't matter. And another one is actually from ColourPop. This is one of Kathleen Light's collaboration with ColourPop. And it's called Dreamy. It's a more pinkier nude. I believe this is their ultra satin lips. This is the ColourPop one on the second. This is a little pinkier than the first one. So if I want my look to be a little more pinky, I'll use this one. It's really good as well. It is ultra satin lip. It's the most comfortable matte on the planet of Earth. And moving on to a couple orangey sort of shades. First one is from Smashbox. This one is in the shade Out Loud. This one, let me swatch this a little bit. This one is a little drying, I'm gonna say, but the color, oh my god, it's so pretty. It's deeper, it's like a rusty orange shade. Here, you can see. It's very pretty. Okay, so next one is from GIORGIO Armani. This one is in the shade 405. And let me swatch this for you guys. It's a little bit more red than the Smashbox one. This one is not a liquid lip, so it will move, it will budge on your lip. However, it's so pretty. The shade is just so pretty. If you have an event, if you're going to a bar, it's really pretty on your lips. Just make sure you put this in your purse and fix it up after you eat. And last one, we're going from lighter to deeper, right? Okay, so the last one I'm gonna mention is from NARS. It's their Audacious lipstick in the shade Olivia. Looks like that. It's very deep. It's a very deep red. It looks super flattering on all skin tones. I have darker skin tone. This one looks amazing. For today's video, I'm just gonna be doing a nude color, and I'm gonna be using the Dreamy from ColourPop with Kathleen Lights. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about setting spray. Ever since I got this setting spray, I'm gonna be talking about it in a little bit. I've not stopped using it. I've not really been touching all my other setting sprays. Like, just put it that way. This is the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. The reason that I love this so much, first, it's so comfortable. It's like the finest mist that you have ever experienced in terms of setting sprays. And also, let me show you if you can tell. Let's see if you can tell. It's so fine. The mist is so fine. And also, you don't have to go like all over your face. It just like press it down and then just go over your face. It's the experience that you use this is so good. Okay, so this is the finished up look. And all those products that I mentioned are my favorite from the year 2018. If you have something that you have really been loving from the year 2018, please leave me a comment down below so I can go and try it out myself. And also all the products that have been mentioned in this video will be listed in the description box. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so the next time you'll be notified when I upload. And thank you for watching, and hope I'll see you in my next video.